Hi, PJ45 here. I would like to talk about some dreams. We'll talk about dreams. Like all dreams. Let's start with the basic dream. Let's start with something that most people don't know about dreams. When you have a dream, all the people in it are other people who's having the same dream as you, but different people are basically you have a dream, all the people in your dream are other people dreaming around the world or near you, but they're not in their own form. To you, they're not in your own form. To them, they're in their own form. Basically, if they're in the same dream as you could see them as something else, but they see themselves as something else, and they'll see you as something else, even though you see yourself as you. Now let's go to a prophetic dream. A prophetic dream is when you wake up and then a couple months or weeks later, your dream will come true. Prophetic dreams are not always clear, but sometimes they are clear. Some prophetic dreams are just like hints of the future. And you can't connect them to the future until it actually happens, or unless you have someone who knows about how dreams work. Like in the movie King of Dreams. He knows what every dream means. Like the dreams that are not clear. The prophetic dreams are not clear. However, there are prophetic dreams that are clear. They're short ones, but when you wake up, it's been hours sleeping, even though they seem short. That's what all dreams are like. They're like short dreams, but when you wake up, you realize they're hours. But anyways, back to the. So there's another prophetic dream where you'll see stuff that could be real and true. Then you wake up and stuff, and after a couple weeks later, your dream does come true. Exactly how your dream had it. And that's very interesting. How two different types of prophetic dreams work. Then there's dreams are not real. Then there's dreams are not real, but they feel so real. There's two different types. There's dreams that are scary or funny or something, are too extreme and too weird to be real, but they feel real to you because you have that disease that you see stuff as not there, but you feel like it is there. I forgot what it's called. It goes with bipolar. And the girl who tried to kill that other girl in the name of Slender Man had it. I forgot what it's called. And then there's dreams that feel real, but you know they're fake. And those dreams are basically weird and stuff. Like, they feel real, you feel like you're awake, but you're actually sleeping and you know you're sleeping. Kind of. You don't really know you're sleeping, it's kind of a mix of you know you're sleeping and you don't know you're sleeping. Kind of mix of that. And it's like weird stuff. Then there's night terrors where you dream scary stuff, and they're really, 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 really scary, and you can't stop them. They're so scary that you wake up and go to your grandparents or parents or whoever you are with, and sleep on the floor there or in the bed with them, depending on your age. And then there's just like there's just nightmares, which is lesser than night terrors. Nightmares, they're scary and they make you wake up, but they're not scary enough to make you run to your parents or grandparents or whoever you live with. They're basically scary, but when you wake up, you can just go right back to bed. Then there's dreams that you have the same dream as someone else. I don't know that much about it, but it has happened to me before. I had a dream and then someone else had the same dream. And we were the same character in the dream. We had the exact same experience. And we don't know how it happened and we don't understand it. And I still don't understand it today, even though the person I had it with is gone. Then there's daydreaming, where you see stuff and play with stuff in the day. Basically, you're using imagination. That's basically what daydreaming is. You're imagining stuff. That's what daydreaming is. You'll still be able to answer people, but there's another type of daydream where you don't notice people when you're doing your daydream. And there's another daydream where you don't move at all and you just stare. That daydream is like spacing out. It's not called daydreaming, it's called spacing out. But it's technically daydreaming. Then there's out of body dreaming. Basically, you go to sleep, but your soul leaves your body. Even though you're still alive, your soul leaves your body, and you can see what happens while you're asleep. The show called Hannah Montana, back when it was on, they had an episode where Hannah Montana was in a coma, and she went out of body. And then at the end of the episode, the same thing happened to her brother, but her brother didn't go in a coma. He just fell asleep on the couch from eating too much candy. But he had the same thing. His soul went out of his body while his body was still alive, and he saw what happened while he was sleeping. And then there's coma dreaming. Coma dreaming is basically, it's like a night terror and a nightmare mixed together. And the reason it's like a nightmare and night terror mixed together, because it's very scary, but you can't wake up because you're in a coma. And since you can't wake up, it's like a nightmare, not a night terror, but it's really scary like a night terror. That's how it's like a mixture between both. What was I gonna say? There was another one. Hold up. Let me think. Okay. And then when you're flatlining, you have a heaven dream. Basically, you see the afterlife and then come right back and wake up after they bring you back from the afterlife. Basically, you just it's a flatline dream. You die, you see heaven, you wake back up because they use the clear thing on you, clear, and they're back up. But you technically seen the afterlife, but can't remember what it looks like completely. But you do remember some of it. And I think that's all the types of dreams that I could think of. Oh yeah, there's drowsy dreams where you're not asleep, but you're half asleep, where you're both like going back and forth from sleeping and not. I had that once. My finger got fucked up. I think I showed you the scar on one of my older videos, but they had to stitch it. But before I cut my finger, they hold me down and put like 5 needles of calm down serum in me or whatever it's called, and I was drowsy and stuff after I got my cut. I got drowsy and stuff, and I was blacking out, and they rushed me to the IOU, and every time I blacked out, I just saw my life flash before my eyes, and then I'd get back to, and they were like stitching me. Then I went back out, and I had a dream about a girl and me getting married, and I woke back up. I was in a car with stitches in my fingers, well, in my one finger. Basically, it's like a drowsy sleep. You go in and out of it. And I think that's it now. If I think anymore, I'll make a new video if I think anymore. Think about anymore. That's all for now, though. See you 5 hours later.